From shackles to masters, the paradox of slavery through time. In many societies, people who were once enslaved or marginalized sometimes did enslave others once they gained power. For example, in the ancient Mediterranean, freed slaves could themselves own slaves. In parts of Africa, certain groups that had experienced enslavement later participated in the slave trade when they had the chance. Empires often enslaved people they conquered, regardless of their own prior status. The Romans, for instance, enslaved people from across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, even though some Romans had themselves been descendants of enslaved populations. Not every society that suffered slavery turned around and enslaved others. Many indigenous groups in the Americas, for example, practiced forms of servitude or captive taking that were not always equivalent to chattel slavery. Some actively resisted perpetuating slavery after contact with Europeans. Over time, ethical, philosophical, and religious movements, Christian abolitionism, Islamic restrictions, Enlightenment ideals, inspired communities to oppose slavery rather than reproduce it, even if they had the power to do so. So, history shows it was common, but not universal, for formerly enslaved or oppressed groups to enslave others when given the chance. It depended heavily on cultural norms, economic systems, and available opportunities. Human societies often repeated cycles of oppression, but just as often there were efforts to break those cycles.